Hello, welcome to another Trinity teaching, lesson 3.13. First off, this lesson is not part of that spectrum I spoke about, which is my last 12 videos in this section more about. This one I'm adding completely on my own due to the fact that, well, a little bit was talked about by this, but not a whole lot. Gemology. Basically, knowing and studying of stones, semi-precious stones, gems, jewels, you name it. Minerals and stuff like that. Because one, they can be used in divination, healing, actually meditation they're useful in. So, well, let's get down to it. Basically, any book on gems, stones, rocks, minerals can be useful. I have several in front of me. Let's see. This one's called Rocks and Minerals, by Zims Schafter. I do believe that's who it is. Not sure exactly. It's one of those teeny tiny books. So it's not a great reference guide, but I mean it's some helpful. This is actually a Wiccan book. I found this at the library. I didn't even know it was a Wiccan book until I was going through it, and I opened it to the fact that it talks about tarot right there. There, see? Which automatically told me. Plus, I kept continuing. I see it talks about cleansing of the crystals and stuff like that, and you don't need to see that in, well, the kind of Wiccan book. It talks about the different crystals, magical meanings, magical power, workings with them, stuff you can do with them. It's actually a very interesting book. The Crystal Handbook is the name of it. Kevin Sullivan is the author. Very neat book. I suggest you'd find it. It'd be helpful. And then these two are just interesting books I found. This one's called Rocks and Minerals. Visual Guide to More Than 500 Rocks and Minerals from Around the World. This one actually is a good book to help for it's a good book for help for identification. It's by Chris Pellin? Something like that. See right there. Anyway, this one's actually the best when it comes to identification. Minerals, rocks, and precious stones by Dr. Jaroslav Breuer. Right there. It's actually a good one when it comes to helping to identify them. See by shape, size. Actually, the best one is in the back. It goes by color. It shows you pictures. You can go by the main color of them if they're one main color. And it's got metallic and non-metallic. You go down, look at the picture, and if it matches, then you match the number to the side, which tells you the colors and all that. Also, you've got clearish and white, yellowish, orangish, reddish, let's see, black, gray, brown, green, blue, purplish, multicolored. It's actually a very good book for help for identification. You can also identify by hardness, by luster, by formulation. Color is actually the main way to identify them. That's about it, really. But as I said, for these, also, if you know you're healing, you can use them for a lot of that. They're also good used in meditation, and again, amethyst is usually a good one in that one. And in gem healing is what they're used for, as once before, as I spoke of. I will probably repeat. In meditation video, I spoke about ways you can use them in gem therapy. First off, figure out what the ailment of that person is. Certain stones correspond to different chakras. The colors help with certain things. Certain stones do for certain elements. You have to dive into that one. And you pick accordingly to the element of said person. And if you do this as a profession, you can do one original account I read of how to do this after you've chosen. The person can be naked, but I suggest that only one, if they're comfortable with it and you're comfortable with it. Two, in facial massages, people are naked and they cover in towels. I mean, that's possible. It's entirely up to you on how that works. And then they can either lay down and you lay the crystals on their bodies in certain places or on the chakra lines, which is how some do it. You can also always do it via. Excuse me. Anyway, you can also always have them sit and hold them in their hands. There's many different ways to do it. Also, there's a lot of different spells that require stones to help with charms, help with amulets. You can use them to help focus energy. A lot of different spells you can do with them, as I said. In meditation, you can use amethyst to help you concentrate with psychic energy and power. In divination, amethyst actually helps because it boosts psychic power. And so stones can actually be used in a variety and wide variety areas of different uses and meanings. Actually, something you can do with either you need a lot of amethyst for this, and actually runes in general work for this, but I would suggest amethyst better. My runes are made of amethyst, so I use them. That's why I call it psychic circle. It actually works pretty well when it comes to trying to boost psychic power, and you can use it to use your runes or amethyst, or if they're both, to make a circle. You use them to outline a circle, I might add. Anyway, once you have done this, you basically cast a circle normally the way you would, but with these amethysts, they increase the psychic potential. You can use plain runes, but my runes are amethyst, so that's why I use them. But anyway, and once you've done so, you can use that psychic circle to meditate in to increase that power. You can do healing in it to increase the power if you're doing a certain type of healing, like auroric healing, chakra healing. Let's see what else. You can do divination in it, palmistry, tarot readings, rune castings, but I can't do it because I use my runes to do so. So anyway, but you get what I mean. So, and you can use crystals to cast normal circles. It helps because crystals are used to boost the energy of crystals around it or the energy around it. So that's also another reason they're used in the making of wands, because they boost the power of your wand and all that. So, gemology is actually a good thing to learn. You don't have to know the depths of it, but knowing some of it is good because, well, let's face it, the more you know when it comes to that, the better off you are, because identifying them helps because you don't want to use the wrong stone for the wrong job. Using them in different spells, it's good to know because then you know what you're doing and what you're working with. So it's just a good general knowledge to know. So also, if you don't have a book on trying to identify stones, you can try online, type in the color, the shape into Google, and that. Usually the color is the best, or type in gem or semi-precious stone, whatever, identification into Google. You might be able to find something. That's what I used to have to do. Believe me, it's kind of difficult at first, but once you get your hands, get used to it, you might be able to find it a lot easier. But anyway, that's all I can think of at the moment that would help you with gemology. You can always look up more. Leave your questions or comments in the bar, like always. And thank you for watching. And until next time, I hope you keep learning and keep reading. And so thank you very much. Ta-ta.